Don't know if that's going to help them in their quest for victory tonight, because they are against two hungry and dangerous competitors with Duke Lawrence and Kevin Koa. A lot of mass facing off with Duke and Jimmy. Grabbing Jimmy by his pants scruff was Chase Bell, bringing him back into the corner. A lot to control for our referee, actually, in this match here. The Po Boys, they got a Wild Boys side like Steve-O. The MK Army, just vicious, vicious unit. Jimmy's hyped. Duke Lawrence got inside of his head before the bell. Jimmy Jack trying the wrist lock. Kevin Koa, though, knows all kind of techniques, able to reverse it. Go! Foot stomping. And Jimmy Jack has picked his target, unorthodoxly picked his target, but it's working out for him. Oh, taking it from corner to corner. Jimmy Jack having his way with Koa, brings in Chase. Locks on her cravat. Leaping log roll out of the Jimmy Jacker. Flips Chase Bell over, connects. Referee late with the count, trying to get Jimmy Jack out of the ring. Now Chase Bell trying to slow down Koa, was trying to keep him grounded, but that's a difficult task. Chase directs traffic for Jimmy. Sling blade, heart attack combo. Gets a near fall. You see it in every single match when it comes to the Po Boys here. The consistent improvement as a team. And back in the Po Boys corner. But Chase Bell may have made a mistake, bringing Kevin Koa back to the center of the ring. Breaks didn't work there. And here comes not just a hoss, but a stallion, Big Duke Lawrence. A heavy-handed, hard-hitting, dangerous competitor. Chase Bell, though, tried to roll him up. That's just a lot of humanity to try and maneuver. Just hurled him into the corner. And Duke Lawrence on the attack against an opened up Chase Bell, who gets sent all the way across the ring. Look at the ease that he just maneuvered Chase Bell up with and plants him down. That's the thing about trash talk from Duke Lawrence. Goes for the cover here, gets a 2. The thing about Duke Lawrence is when he talks trash, he can back it up by squashing, not only getting inside your head, but squashing your head. Yeah, I talked about the improvement of the Po Boys, working working better together each time. The same can be said for Koa and Lawrence. Near fall for the MK Army. This match will have significance on the tag team title scene here in FSW, as later on tonight, the West Coast Wrecking Crew defend the championship against the Regulators in one of our key title matches tonight. Plus a tag team eliminator, Billionaire Boys Club, Sky High. Two other teams in contention for the gold. So far, a hot start from the Po Boys, but the MK Army was able to put that fire out pretty handily. I don't know if Chase Bell realized what he was escaping. I don't think he realizes where he's at the moment. Or he does. Lures in Duke. Connects with the enziguri, but he's still got to make the tag to Jimmy Jack. Outhouse of fire, Jimmy Jack in control. All that pent up aggression he built up while he saw his partner getting manhandled by the Army.
Hey, it's good to be here, Jake. How are you?
You made it.
Yes. What a pre-show match.
Interesting pre-show match. Like the other tag match later tonight, significance in one of our key matches tonight for the tag team titles. What a shot from Koa.
And here comes Chase Bell.
Connects with the neck breaker, brings down Koa. But I don't think he realizes what he's about to step into.
And Big Duke Lawrence sends Chase Bell reeling. I think he's trying to make a tag, but Koa's still in the ring. Can't do that.
Yeah, well, Koa got rocked by Chase Bell.
And now the tag is made.
The way he's just carrying Chase. Little extra behind that.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the MK Army.
Well, so much action tonight when we go live on Fight Plus. 3 championship matches. Hammerstone goes into the Wall of Fame. And so many big things happening at FSW. Over the next few weeks, or next couple of months, we will go over those.
It's safe to say, Jake, that even though we're only on January 28th, that this is going to be the biggest FSW arena show of the year.
Yeah, like I said, a lot going on tonight. 3 title matches. All the champs are in the house. And even before we kick off the first event of the year, we got a team that is, by the end of the year, by the end of maybe next month, going to be challenging for the tag team titles, I would say.
You know, this is such a big show. Not only do we have Dave Mazzani in the house today,
Welcome to New Year's Resolution. This by far is going to be one of the biggest FSW arena shows this year. We got the Wall of Fame ceremony with Hammerstone. Yes. And inducting them will be his best friend Graves, who we haven't seen in a bit. So that's always exciting. To be honest with you, this was supposed to be no escape. It was going to be 3 or 4 steel cage matches, and it was going to be one of our biggest shows. But we've had some venue issues with the Silver Nugget pretty much closing down, and we're still in negotiations. So we're trying to get no escape sometime next month. So you guys are rewarded with some cheaper prices and just as good a show tonight. So we are excited about it. Eva Man, our women's champion, is back. Shogun, the heavyweight champion, Cody. So let's kick things off.
They got all this info on Twitter and Facebook.
Is for the No Limits Championship. Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Phoenix, Arizona, Damien Desire.
Thank you for joining us on Triller TV for FSW New Year's Resolution. I'm Jake Black, about to be joined by Joe DeFalco, and we're going to kick things off tonight with a No Limits Championship. Damien Desire tonight has the chance to go from prospect to player in FSW if he can knock off the No Limits champion, BYP, here tonight in our opener. Desire had his first shot at the No Limits Championship when we closed out 2023.
His opponent, the reigning and defending No Limits champion from right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's welcome Cody Young.
The natural-born babyface, BYP, survived 2023 as No Limits champion. It looked like Gregory Sharp was going to end the year in the scramble match as the new No Limits champion. But with 3 seconds left in 2023, Bodie saved his championship and comes into tonight as the title holder.
Man, I am the jack of all trades today, Jake.
Yeah, you should delegate more often.
You know, maybe you should be the Jake of all trades.
These two were involved in that scramble match I mentioned earlier that closed out 2023 for FSW. Damien Desire probably can't get it out of his head that at least a few times for a couple minutes, he was No Limits champion.
He was. So that's why he's getting an opportunity tonight. And Bodie, young prodigy, as you can hear from the crowd, you know, a huge fan favorite, just 16 years old. You know, he's my selling point on the kids' juniors division. We had people coming in yesterday, and I'm like, yeah, we had a kid. He started at 8 or 9. Now he's 16, and he's the No Limits champion. As well as Laz tonight is going to be here. Another kids class graduate.
You ever mention Brandon G to this as the selling point?
Brandon G. You almost got stuck with Ricky Tenacious today because I knew I had a lot on my plate, but he wasn't able to step in to fill in.
Well, he's got to play at the Showboat tonight.
Damien Desire looking to get disqualified already. What's he doing?
He's going to need that extra edge, as is Bodie. He won't be taking any flack from anybody. Desire tried to pull one over on Bodie. Bodie not having it. Nothing's easy against Bodie. Slingshot arm drag sends Damien Desire down. Bodie using his speed.
My question is, does a guy like Damien Desire come in here thinking, he's just a kid, I'm going to beat his ass? Or is he like, hey, I've seen this kid, he's really, really good. I have a lot, you know, I'm going to have to really pull out all the stops to pull out the victory.
Deep down, he knows that. But on the surface, he just wants the big league Bodie. Desire is going to try and regroup on the outside after tucking tail and running from Bodie.
I was going to say, referee needs to count. Oh, missile drop kick sends Damien Desire out to the concrete, and Bodie getting the crowd behind him quickly early.
Bodie getting ready to fly. Oh, he gets caught though. Oh no! Just dumps Bodie. Edge of the ring, straight to the floor. An ugly cocktail for the human anatomy. Rather than soak this up, he should skip Bodie back in the ring and go for a cover.
Well, Damien Desire can't win the title with the count out, but right now it looks like he's just perched and watching Bodie. Should be taking advantage of it.
He wants to, I guess he just wants to feel the suffering Bodie's going through.
Well,
he wants to see how much damage was done. Here's the thing he should keep in mind though, more than 3 seconds of damage were done.
And Damien Desire not having a lot of fans here tonight. He's spending more time with the fans than he is with Bodie right now.
Look at Bodie catching him with those kicks. He's kicking like a Noki against Ali.
Oh, don't even bring that up.
Yeah.
I watched that in my house. I remember it was the Shea Stadium show they had.
Yeah, my old boss, Ali's his father-in-law. So I've heard some things about that
It was
fight.
Bruno Sammartino versus Stan Hansen after Bruno came back from the broken neck.
The GOAT against Bruno Sammartino.
Yes, 100%. And Damien Desire, instead of putting the pressure on Bodie, once again, he has found some fans he wants to jaw with.
Well, he knows Bodie feeds off the fans, so if you can shut the fans up, that might shut down Bodie. The people in the building have literally seen Bodie go from, what, a kindergartner to the person he is now?
Pretty much.
Almost a high school graduate.
Oh, it's driving now.
Oh, right in the spine.
Might stunt his growth.
See, and that's the thing. Damien Desire, he got that near fall now. He knows Bodie's worn down.
You know, we've seen it with a lot of these wrestlers that they come in and there seems to be no urgency, Jake. A guy like Damien Desire, who doesn't have a huge amount of wins, he's not on this big roll, that he should be so overconfident. I don't understand it sometimes.
Look at Bodie doing what he always does, keeps fighting. Cuts off Desire. Straight shots right to the face. And he's going to keep on the attack, it looks like.
And he has got Bodie up top.
Oh, Stun Dog Millionaire. Rocks Desire, buys Bodie some time. Bodie's got to be thinking, finish this as quickly as possible now. You mentioned urgency, we're seeing it out of Bodie now.
And Bodie is putting some combinations together.
Body scissors. Sends Desire to the outside. This did not work out for Bodie the first attempt. Will it work out now? Tope con hilo by the champion.
And as my head turned, I'm watching his dad in the audience shaking his head. Pretty sure he can't believe some of the things that his 16-year-old kid is doing inside a wrestling ring.
Well, believe it, because even though it's unbelievable.
Yeah, as Bodie said, he's done more at 16 than his father's done his entire life, Jake. That was a quote. And Bodie going up top, looking to finish off Damien Desire, who is struggling to get to his feet, but he doesn't even know where he is.
High cross body. Bodie, rather than stay with it for the cover, decided extra force necessary. Releasing himself from it, extra impact, and he has Damien Desire where he wants him. That's the thing with Bodie, though. He has to strike while it's hot. Little Mac attack strategy. Bottom spring stunner.
And right now, Damien Desire, he is right for the pickings, and it looks like Bodie might be looking to get things taken care of.
No, he called his shot, and Damien Desire was ready.
Oh, and the swing and the miss of Damien Desire, but Bodie catches.
Bodie held on, at least for a second, catches him with the knee. And we could be looking at a change coming atop the FSW No Limits division. Rocker drop.
We can have a new champion to cover. 1, 2.
No!
And Bodie hung on as it looked like we might have started off New Year's resolution with a shocking upset as Damien Desire is looking to become the No Limits champion against the youngest champion in FSW history.
Bodie fights back with what little energy he has left, it looks like. Torturous positioning for Bodie, who knows his title reign is in jeopardy, fights out of it. Roll through.
And the kick connects to the side of the head as down goes Damien Desire. But here's Bodie once again back up top.
Wants to hit the 450. Oh! And he killed the challenger.
The cover, 1, 2, 3.
And the 450 gets the 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still No Limits champion, Bodie Young Prodigy.
Another successful defense for Bodie. He's still got unfinished business with certain people from that scramble.
I thought Bodie landed pretty awkwardly. I thought Damien Desire might have got his knees up on that, but he was able to follow through and finish up.
I'm pretty sure he double stomped him right in the balls.
Yeah, how about not spitting gum?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if I can get everybody's attention, 10 years ago, Hammerstone came to FSW, and in 2014 he was the Rookie of the Year. And since then, he has become a multi-time FSW heavyweight champion. He was one of the longest reigning MLW heavyweight champion. He recently just made his debut in TNA, one of the best matches on the pay-per-view against Josh Alexander. So tonight, we are going to celebrate who I personally believe could be the greatest champion in FSW history, and a hell of a nice guy, and one of the nicest people I've ever met in this business. And to introduce him is a man I also met many years ago, his real good friend, and I'm going to bring him out right now. He's going to say a few words. Let's hear it from Graves.
It's going to be interesting to hear from the man of very few words, Jake.
Yeah, he's synonymous with one word. But tonight, I think he's going to have a few nice things to say about one of his best friends.
Every mile of the road to get to this point. We're going to celebrate you guys, FSW fans that have been around for over a decade. A lot of you guys might not know this, but the only reason I've been here for the last 10 years is because of Hammerstone. I was kind of drunk for all this stuff. So all my success is attributed to him. And over that time, I've gotten to be there and watch the miles he's driven, the blood he's poured, the sweat that's dripped off of his head to get to the point that he's at now. A lot of people are born with potential. A lot of people get to that point, that cusp of that next step, and very few people are willing to put in the time, the energy, and the pain to get to that point. But Alexander Hammerstone has done every single inch of that work to get to this point. And it is my honor to present to you the former Nevada State champion, former tag team champion, former three-time FSW heavyweight champion, Alexander Hammerstone!
Big moment here inside the FSW arena. A man who started with us, and he would have to drive up with people because he couldn't rent a car because he was too young, Jake. But I saw him, I think it was like on a YouTube video with some other Arizona guys. And he was raw as raw can be, and I hit him up. I'm like, hey, I'd like to have you out here. I think you might be able to do some good work. And here's a guy who, with the likes of Karrion Kross and Chris Bay and Zoe Stark, who have worked their ass off to get to a level that most people barely even dream of getting to.
Well, you know, I don't have too much to say because I can't be that much of an egomaniac that these guys when they put me over. And the thing is this, I've been nagging Joe DeFalco, said, hey, haven't I earned my spot on the wall? Haven't I earned my banner? And the thing is this, it's not because I'm some egomaniac and want to be celebrated and want to be cheered for. It's really because I love FSW and I just wanted to continue being a part of it moving forward no matter what happens. No matter where I go, no matter what I wanted to do. Thank you guys. But I just wanted to be able to be a part of this building, be a part of this school, be a part of this promotion, and be something that the future generation gets to look up to and realize, hey, one day, I was just in the opening match of FSW, hungry to work my way up the card, and hey, it's called Future Stars of Wrestling for a reason. Anything's possible when you're right here in the best wrestling company in all Nevada. Let's not take up too much more time. Go ahead and let's see this bad boy.
What the hell? Well, we know what's going on now. Oh, and look how proud he is.
You're wrong. And if you think I came alone, you're also wrong. You see, Hammer? There's no doubt in my mind and everybody else that you are an incredible wrestler. I mean, honestly, Hammer, you're really the second hottest free agent in the world of pro wrestling behind Bobby. You see, Hammer, let's go down the list of accolades. Yes, you've been a champion everywhere you've went. So have I. And I mean, you just made your TNA debut, but I was at Impact 5 years ago. You're the longest reigning MLW World Heavyweight Champion, but I was at MLW with you too. Let me ask you this, Hammer. Have you ever been to New Japan Pro Wrestling? No. All Elite Wrestling? Probably not. Let's take it further. Prime Video? Don't think so. Netflix? Your friends on the silver screen? No, Papa. So, if anybody deserves to be on that wall, it's me, not you.
Wait a minute. Whoa, we knew Danny Limelight.
And it looks like the MK Army has been bought off tonight by Danny Limelight.
Oh, well, maybe they might have been bought off, but they're getting disposed of. Danny Limelight wants a war. Two men are willing to fight one.
You may have been able to beat on them, but Graves, you can't beat me. I've already beaten you, bozo. And as far as you, Hammer, I'm gonna beat your ass. And when I'm done, I'll go take on the FSW Heavyweight Champion and beat his ass too.
Danny Limelight has picked a fight that he wants no part of. If those two warriors in the ring weren't enough to handle, here's the champ.
Hey, I see 3 guys here. I see 5 which we'd be willing to take on right now. But since we're going to YouTube jerk offs out of the ring, maybe the 3 of us take on the
It's always a financial thing with him.
Everybody, Hammerstone praise the FSW champion Shogun against Danny Limelight, Papo Esco, and Hero Lu. Tonight, main event, it's happening.
It's official, a badass trios match headlines tonight here at New Year's Resolution.
As I said to Hammerstone, Jake, I paid them to be here for the ceremony, so I'm getting a bonus out of the deal.
And he wore his tights. Danny Limelight thought he was going to get one up on Hammerstone after what happened at Luck of the Draw. One of the baddest men on the West Coast. Bateman, who last time we saw him laid out the Nevada State champion, Jacob Austin Young. And if it wasn't for one of his opponents tonight, Cutthroat Cody, who knows how far Bateman would have gone against Jay.
Second participant from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Dante King.
Just when it looked like things were going Dante King's way in FSW, he got stabbed in the back by a man who he thought he was becoming close with, Damian Drake.
Who's here tonight as a fan.
Yeah, Damian Drake, you said don't show up. Damian Drake, though, bought a ticket, contributed to Hammerstone's booking fee, and showed up here tonight. But there's rules for fans that wrestlers don't always have to follow. And Dante King has a chance to get himself in a title contention.
Participant, he is the world fighter, Gregory Shaw.
Wrong.
It's the remix. I'm not in charge of sound, and I'm glad I'm not on Sharp's bad side. He does not look happy ever. And if there's an extra edge for him going into a match, his opponents are in trouble. Sharp, last time out here, countdown to midnight, thought he was going to leave 2023 as the No Limits champion. But with just 3 seconds left in 2023, Bodie saved his title reign in the scramble match and retained the championship. This is a worse remix than the Jarrah Show thing. Cutthroat Cody made it public when this match was announced. His focus tonight is on Bateman. I mentioned that the last time we saw Bateman here at FSW, he stood tall over a knocked out, battered Nevada State champion Jacob Austin Young. And if it wasn't for Cutthroat Cody putting a stop to Bateman's assault, who knows how far Bateman would have gone. A four-way contenders fight tonight. Whoever wins this match will find themselves in contention for an FSW championship. And for someone like Dante King, if he can pull it off tonight, he will be doing it right in front of the man who stabbed him in the back, Damian Drake, who's in the front row. And look at the way Cody went right after Bateman. These two have squared off one-on-one once nearly 2 years ago. Bateman victorious on that night. Yeah, the height difference isn't that immense. The experience edge certainly goes to Bateman. And I don't know if anyone wants to try and match strikes with Bateman early in a contest. Oh, Dante King stumbles a little. You gotta wonder if him finding out about Damian Drake sitting front row got inside of his head just a little bit. Sharp smartly picks his spot. Maybe he's the only one in this match not completely fueled by emotion. As in the ring, Cutthroat Cody goes to work on Bateman. I said maybe no one wants to try and match strikes with Bateman. Cody's a good candidate to be able to. These four ways so unique. First fall is going to win this one. Discus floors Bateman. Cody and Bateman, the only one inbounds to try and win it now. Sharp enters from behind, blindsides Cody. A man that these two have squared off for the Nevada State Championship before. Oh, and that's just trouble. Going 2-on-1 against Bateman and Sharp. I don't like anybody's odds in that scenario.
Yeah, but I think the problem is Sharp isn't really trying to make friends with Bateman either.
No, they're not going to be friends, but just a minute of working together is going to be ugly for Cody.
Which would be very smart on their hand. You know, Bateman's always recruiting, so, you know.
Yeah, Sharp's his own man. We've seen every tag match he's been in the last few years hasn't really worked out for him and his partner.
It went all downhill when he was teaming with Clutch back in the day. That left him scarred for life, from what I understand.
Post-tag team stress disorder. It's a real thing. And Dante King might be going through that right now. Cody, though, holds on. And look at Dante King perched up top and takes out Sharp and Bateman. Again, alliances are going to form in this match, not for long periods of time, but when you find yourself in one, make it work.
What?
Like that.
Dante King always looking for a friend.
Simple coaching from Cody.
Well, if I was Dante King, I wouldn't go out of my way to try to become a friend of Cody's either.
Well, he just got turned on by the man in the front row, Damian Drake. So I don't think he's looking for a tag team partner anytime soon. And that was a knockout shot.
Damian Drake cheering that one on. He liked what he saw.
And working together again. If they ever made a habit of this, I think everyone would be in trouble. Well, that was an easy habit to break. Friendship, not something either of these two are really into.
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind seeing Bateman and Sharp one-on-one.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know a guy who could make that happen.
That is true.
Oh, man. Bateman left himself wide open, and Sharp took advantage. Always difficult to Irish whip a bigger man. Sharp finds that out, but uses his speed and agility to gain control, connects with the roundhouse, follows it with the German.
If I was Dante King, I wouldn't mind spending a few extra moments on the outside and let these guys beat the hell out of each other.
No, let these two men who have traveled the world as pro wrestlers wear each other down. Sharp with extra momentum. Bateman does the same. Both men using the ropes to get extra force.
And these guys are just teeing off on each other.
And that's good news for Cody and Dante.
And Cody Croft, the name change has definitely not made him less violent.
No, absolutely not. And I think Cody's coming back to wrestling with extra motivation. He lost over 7 months of his career to a neck injury. And he might have just lost consciousness thanks to Dante.
I'll tell you what, Dante King is definitely holding his own against 3 of the top FSW superstars right here.
Oh, the last few months he's shown something that in him that a lot of us didn't know it was necessarily there. It's like something clicked for him.
And as you know, I'm a big fan of the scrambles, the 4-ways, and this is the reason why there's so much action in these matches.
Back handspring clothesline.
I think Dante King surprised Cody on that move. He was looking for something else, and then he got caught.
Well, Sharp, this is the 3rd straight scramble style match he's been in FSW. Slice bread. Sharp gets the cover here, gets a 2. Bateman.
And Bateman and Sharp kind of going at it. Looked like Bateman kind of hurt his right knee.
Yeah, Sharp able to counter. Not able to counter that though. Bateman hooks him. Northern Lights bomb.
I want to talk about a hard-hitting matchup right here.
It's what was expected. Non-stop. Matches like this, you gotta stay on your toes.
And obviously there's no love lost between Cody and Bateman after Nevada State champion Jacob Boston Young had a match with Bateman at Luck of the Draw.
What the hell? Lazarus and Alice Blair, who we know are aligned with Bateman, going after Cody. Clearly not a fan of the way Cody stood up to Bateman last month.
And right now, Cody trying to fight back.
Those are two people he brought into the sport. And here comes Jay, and we got an all-out war on the outside here during this four-way match. And three of the people involved aren't even competitors in this contest. Dante King up and over.
And Dante King takes them all out.
Launches himself and takes out the Fray on the outside. But it's not gonna, he's got an opening. Try and put away Sharp now. Oh, spinning back fist. Sharp tried the slice bread counter from King. Tequila sunrise suplex. What the hell? Dave, I don't think anyone else. Did the cameras catch it? Damian Drake just jumped the rail. And saved his old enemy, Gregory Sharp, for his new enemy, Dante King, who just experienced total recall.
And Damian Drake takes out Dante King.
Leaving him just easy pickings for Sharp. And the brainbuster. That's got to be it. Well, we got Sharp victorious in the match, but the action on the outside isn't slowing down.
And the fighting is still going on the outside. Bateman and Cody, Alice Blair, Jacob Austin Young, and Lazarus.
We got
these guys are just firing off bombs.
We got the death proof against Bateman in the Las Vegas murder scene. And we don't have a lot of people that could try and pull these people apart. This fight could go a while.
And security, referees, we got a full house, Jake.
Chaos breaking down here.
You're letting you guys beat the shit out of each other, huh? Okay. Security, piss off! Cody, bring the bell!
Oh, here we go.
Impromptu matches are going on everywhere.
Bring the bell!
And Laz trying to kickstart the action here against Jacob Austin Young. Not the first time these two have actually met. It was right after Jay won the Nevada State title. He did the open challenge, and Lazarus was the first man to answer the call, which I think was really a sign at the time, but we didn't realize it, that Bateman was watching.
I'll tell you what, Jake got involved in this. The Nevada State belt isn't even being put up, even though it's for the title. Where's the belt?
Who knows where the belt is, where the action, though, is in the ring. Jacob Austin Young, Lazarus. Flashback to a few months ago. This time, though, Alice Blair on the outside sets up Jacob Austin Young to be laid out by Laz.
You know, it's crazy. If you look at the dynamics, Alice Blair, Lazarus, they were all under the tutelage of Cody.
Yeah.
And obviously, Jacob Austin Young was Cody's partner for many years with the Following, as well as Death Proof. And Bateman somehow has gotten in their heads because, you know, Cody calls them his kids. And those are his kids that have turned on him.
Well, not anymore, and this match could go very differently than last time Laz and Jay squared off for the title. And it's all because of the pint-sized brawler on the outside, Alice Blair.
But we hadn't seen since the luck of the draw.
Jay, though, tries to fight back. Once Laz gets control, he almost becomes a new man. He becomes more and more dangerous as a match progresses because he cares so little about his well-being. Cares even less about his opponent's well-being.
And Lazarus, he is vicious. He took all the vicious things Cody taught him and made sure that he memorized them more than a lot of the other stuff there, Jake. Jacob Austin Young with the new do. He's got the new hair. Watching a lot of Butch Reed tapes.
Oh, Butch Reed? Okay. That's who we'll go with. Get Laz just almost like he's trying to taunt Jacob Austin Young.
Right now, Lazarus taking a little control of this matchup. And these guys, they know each other extremely well.
Laz is the type of person that's going to go the extra mile in the ring. Going to take a lot of dangerous turns along the way. Oh, and Alice Blair. Is she biting him too?
I believe she is biting him.
She's got a taste for blood.
You know, Lazarus has come a long way from the 14-year-old clean-cut kid that I had met when he came to kids class many years ago.
Jacob Austin Young just firing off those shots, and Alice Blair again, a difference maker. Oh man, clutching him. Near fall for Laz. And Jacob Austin Young, he's the one that wanted this fight. Where the hell have Bateman and Cody gone is the other question.
They're probably fighting somewhere on Eastern. Or for the people watching on Triller TV, somewhere on the Strip on Las Vegas Boulevard they're fighting.
Yeah. Right by the airport if you ever want to fly in and come here. Kawada kicks. Jacob Austin Young just absorbed those. And Jacob Austin Young is fired up now. In a flash, brings down Laz, plants him face first. And this is where Alice Blair is going to need to pick the proper spots if she's going to try to interfere again.
And Jacob Austin Young connects twice to the side of the head of Laz, but he keeps coming.
Well, step up. Inside cradle. Normally goes for the DDT. It gets him. Changing up his game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still Nevada State champion, Jacob Austin Young.
Las Vegas murder scene now, trying to decimate the Nevada State champion.
And despite the defeat from Lazarus, here comes the leader, Bateman.
I don't think it's... Here comes Cody with a chair, though.
And this is definitely not over between this
sides.
Group.
Well, Cody calling to have these three ejected.
Have no problem seeing your ass out the door.
Well, there you have it. There was a breakup, a cordial breakup, Jacob.
Parting of the ways.
Yes. And now it seems like for a greater cause, Cody and Jake are back.
Hey, when Cody answered the open challenge for the belt, that was professional. Everything that's happened since then has been personal, and it's led.
Introducing first, representing the Billionaire Boys Club, they are the team of Devin Reno in Class.
The most despised BBC in the game today, Class and Devin Reno. But will they get themselves another tag team title match with a victory tonight if they can defeat Sky High once again?
They're making fun of you. Class is trying to hear the the fans, what the negative thing they were saying to him. He couldn't understand it.
He has such a high IQ, I think sarcasm goes over his head.
True BFFs right there, Class and Devin Reno. And their opponents from Albuquerque, New Mexico, the team of Mondo Rocks and Robbie Litt, they are Sky High. It's a big matchup. The winner of this is going to get a title shot. Against who, we don't know yet.
Well, we know it's one of two teams they'll be facing.
That is true.
Mondo Rocks, Robbie Litt brothers taking on half brothers in this matchup here. Sentimental favorites amongst the FSW fans. One thing they haven't done here in FSW has win tag team gold. They've come close a bunch of times if you
They're
really
like
look
the
at
killer bees of the FSW.
Can't even compare him to the Rockers.
Well, I guess the Rockers never did win the WWF tag team titles either.
Not officially.
Yeah.
But the Billionaire Boys Club, they came up short against the West Coast Wrecking Crew a few months back. They want to get themselves back into the title picture. And they don't care if they face the West Coast Wrecking Crew or the Regulators. They just want back in the title scene.
And Sky High won the first tag team eliminator match.
Yep.
You know, we'll go behind the curtain since tonight was supposed to be no escape. Initially, we were going to have a four-way matchup between the tag team eliminator winners and the West Coast Wrecking Crew. So since we didn't do no escape, we decided to break it up into two matches.
She's doing all four-way show. And look at the trash talk already. Both of these teams feel slighted that they didn't get the shot instead of the Regulators tonight.
Well, it was the luck of the draw. Even though we had luck of the draw, we had another luck of the draw.
Plus, the Regulators were in the matchup, the four-way, where we thought the West Coast Wrecking Crew wasn't going to make it. The other three teams wore themselves down, and then the Wrecking Crew came in and picked up the pieces.
Out of nowhere. But they got to give them credit because they did pin Chris Bay and Ace Austin. If those guys would have pinned Ace Austin and Chris Bay or anybody else a few minutes earlier, they would have been the champions. And I wouldn't have had to pay the West Coast Wrecking Crew because they wouldn't have got here on time. It would have been a win-win for everybody, Jay.
Well, tell people to stick to their times on the undercard. That's going to be something that Sky High can't do, and that's match power and strength with Glass and Devin Reno. Seems like the BBC is going to get in the OnlyFans game the way they're talking to someone in the front row.
Looks like they're here with their outfits, their new trunks. Looks like they're celebrating St. Patrick's Day or something. Very green, very green.
Well, they're billionaires.
Oh, yeah. That might be the reason.
The color of the U.S. dollar. Just mocking Sky High, but from behind, Robbie Litt trying to lock in a crucifix and bring Class down. Maneuvers him, gets a 2. Again, that same strategy Bodie had to use earlier, the Little Mac strategy. Stick and move, use your speed against bigger opponents. And he sends Class into the corner. Sky High ready to unleash some of their premier double team offense. And Devin Reno, rather than come in and try and help Class, just shouts from across the ring about how this is illegal. Mondo Rocks giving up a lot of size to Class, who still has to resort to pulling the hair.
Well, it isn't always has to resort to it. He just likes to do it because he wants to take a shortcut.
Sit out jawbreaker. Back in comes Robbie Litt. He's ready to light up Devin Reno.
Oh, and Class ends up inadvertently hitting Devin Reno.
And gets sent to the outside by Robbie. An unfortunate series of events for the BBC. Sky High in a familiar territory, but Class causing a distraction. Robbie gets flared from the top.
And Mondo pleading for Robbie to make a tag, but he is in no position to do it right now.
Oh, we've seen Class hold people up in the air for close to half a minute before great strength before the big crash. I mean, Devin Reno showing us some encouragement, saying it was very close to 3, which a 2 is.
All right, it is. It's closer than 1.
Class not focused on Robbie Litt, left himself open, but cuts him off quickly. And the Billionaire Boys Club has got this match right where they want it. Specifically, they have Robbie Litt right where they want him. Reno goes for a quick cover. He knew he wasn't going to get him there. He just wants to see what level of damage has been done to Robbie.
And Devin Reno taking him into the corner, makes the tag to Class, and putting the boots to Robbie Litt.
And they are just mud hole stomping on Robbie Litt. And taunting Mondo. Mondo's gonna come in there eventually if Robbie can make a tag. Well, a lot of pent-up aggression, which can be good, but can also lead to mistakes. Once again, the winner of this match will receive a tag team title match against the winner of the West Coast Wrecking Crew and the Regulators.
Mondo begging Robbie to make a tag. A loss here puts Sky High right back to the bottom of the drawing board. You know, teams like the MK Army, Duke and Koa, with a loss here, they got to be stepping up above the loser of this match.
Look at Robbie fight back now. He knows for Sky High, as you just mentioned, this is really do or die. It could be a while before they get back in contention. Class lets his guard down. But great backup from Devin Reno. Not a lot behind to getting his shoulder up.
I was going to say, it looked like Robbie ended up grabbing the bottom rope.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell. I just saw some movement out of Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie grabbed the bottom rope. At least he was aware of where he was at. And again, another tag is made.
Well, you know, being aware where you're at, your physical game might be down, but at least mentally you're still in it. And when it's been several minutes since you've had any kind of offense, being mentally still in the game is a victory.
And the Billionaire Boys Club, they are just dominating this match.
Once the match slowed down, it became the Billionaire Boys Club's match. Stretching Robbie Litt now. They've hit a lot of high impact moves. Now it's time for the BBC to regain their endurance, catch their breath before they go on the attack once again.
And Robbie's not quitting, but Robbie needs to make a tag. We've been saying this for the last 5 minutes. And Devin Reno is holding on for dear life, and Robbie's making no movement. Man, if I'm Mondo, I'm just going to jump in and kick Reno in the head, and hopefully that does something.
Maybe you should be a manager.
Tell you what, if the opposite was happening, I guarantee you Class would have been in there to try to do something about it.
Oh, he would have been. And who knows what he would have done. Look at Robbie Litt trying to feed off the fans. Encouragement. Works for about 10 seconds there before Reno retakes control. Robbie from the back. Catches Class this time. Catches Reno. And he's got to worry about a tag more than anything now.
You know, Robbie's fighting back. But again, going after Class, Devin Reno is able to pounce back right on top of Robbie Litt. And both are knocked out, but Robbie still doesn't have enough to get.
But he has enough time to get his brother Mondo in. And this is what Sky High needed to keep themselves in contention. Their head above water. And Mondo has stacked up BBC for his pleasure.
And Mondo is cleaning house.
Buckle up, but no safety. And that had to expend a lot of energy for Mondo.
And look at this, Mondo trying to lift up Devin Reno, but he is not able.
Head-on collision for the BBC. Both members now out of bounds outside. But they're called Sky High for a reason. Artists in the air, risk takers. Oh, look at Reno though, catches a perfect. They got him.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Robbie Litt and Mondo Rocks. They are Sky High.
Sky High working in cohesion tonight. And we now know they will receive a title shot in the future against the winners of the West Coast Wrecking Crew Regulators match in one of our main events.
Introducing first, he is Big Money Clutch. I'll tell you what, Jake Clutch has been waiting and wanting this match for months.
Oh yeah, ever since Kenny aligned himself with Lights Camera Faction. back at the anniversary event, he found a former friend, now enemy, with Big Money Clutch.
And Clutch got exacted a little revenge when he eliminated Kenny King from the Roulette Rumble.
Yeah, Clutch called for this man out over a month ago for tonight. He gave Kenny a countdown. Meet him on this date or things are going to get ugly.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, he is the pretty boy Pitbull, Kenny King.
I'll tell you what, Clutch has attended many a Kenny King class, learned a lot from Kenny King. And he did not like what went down with Kenny and Bodie. And he wants a piece of Kenny King's ass tonight.
Wasn't he just teaching class the other night?
Maybe he got injured Wednesday.
Good fans of FSW. Listen, I had this day, I'm looking forward to this day, Clutch. I had this day circled on my calendar in between two L's because it was LOL. I was going to laugh at and embarrass and beat your ass in front of all these people, Clutch. But the Raiders of being one of the most elite athletes the sport has ever seen for over 20 years. Well, they've gotten to me, man. I had to have ankle surgery, largely because I've been playing Tommy Jr. around the ring for too long. But the fact
That's a lot of weight.
ankle surgery, and you know, I believe that I can beat you with one leg. No, probably one arm punch. I can beat you. Hey, but the doctors, you know, they just won't allow it. They won't clear me to whip you here at FSW. And I know that makes everybody really sick.
You know, the doctor said, Jake, I can't clear him, so be a lawsuit.
And normally here, like camera facts, all five of us would just beat you down in front of the ring because we like doing that kind of stuff. But, so instead of you getting the K-I-N-G King, you're going to get something even better. You go one-on-one with the J-E-A-U-X.
The jackass? Did he spell jackass wrong?
FSW! I have been reborn. I have been recreated. I am a brand new man, and his name is J-E-A-U-X. So, the Action Braxton. So, Clutch, we're not going to give you what you want, we're going to give you what you need. And that is a one-way trip to Action. Because the script says, I get in that ring, and in about 5 minutes, you're going to be looking up at the lights, camera, Braxton. Don't cut me!
What a bait and switch. One of the first matches announced for tonight. Kenny doesn't even have a doctor's note. Well, here we go. I mean, I'm sure Clutch doesn't have a problem putting an ass whooping on Braxton, but this isn't what he signed up for tonight. That was not a good idea. I wonder if one of the things Kenny King has taught some of his students is lessons in cowardice. Braxton trying the body block, Clutch having none of it. It's called a blooper in Braxton's world. Up and over goes Braxton. Again, you don't tug on Superman's cape. You don't try and wake up a sleeping giant like Clutch with disrespect. He's not just paintbrushing him. He's going Dana White level slapping. And look at the height. As Kenny looks on, he's the one that put one of his proteges in this position. I don't think the police are going to help you now, but that does give Braxton an opening. Police. Sting's busy. Do it again. Look at Kenny just cover up. He's the one that associated with the faction. He's the one that got involved with Clutch. Kenny could be living a whole different life right now at FSW if he didn't get aligned with the faction. And Clutch connects hard. And Braxton will take the count-out win. He's not above that. And like a hyena, just attacks as Clutch comes in. You know, the faction have made so many enemies over the last couple of years that I'm surprised that they continue to try and make more and more. You would think they've learned their lesson countless times now. Look at the way Braxton really wrenching down on Clutch. A little too happy about stealing a man's headband. Really gonna bask in this disrespect now. Jumping jackasses out of Braxton. Clutch, though, full on takes that kick. Well, Braxton, though, slips up. A lot of confusion there between both competitors. Both had different ideas, but one idea there worked. Plants him with the DDT. Don't know what he's going for here. Might want to rethink it. Fist drop gets a near fall. Yeah, while Clutch is in the ring and down, Kenny will talk trash to him. The minute Clutch got close to Kenny on the outside, he was calling for the police. or Scrantonicity, the police cover band. The issues with Big Money Clutch and Lights Camera Faction, they're not going to be done after tonight no matter what happens in this matchup. Good. Now break his voice box. And Clutch is just waiting for Braxton to get back up so he can dish out more damage. Rocks Braxton. Belly to belly. Braxton hanging in there though, former No Limits champion. First time we've seen him in action since losing the title at Luck of the Draw in November. Oh, the referee's involvement gave Braxton a chance here. Braxton, I think, went to the eyes there. I'm not sure, but whatever. He's back in control of Clutch and posts him. Attempting another roll up here. This time, Braxton thought he was going to pull the wool over Cody's eyes. It wasn't going to happen again. Oh, Money gets ran, Braxton gets floored, and I think we're getting closer and closer to Clutch getting a victory tonight. If he keeps this up, that's like a boss. What the hell? What doctor wrote his note, Zahorian?
Big Money Clutch.
So Kenny King made us sit through all of that before the big reveal. Even when they're all not here, the faction always know how to ruin a show, don't they?
I'll tell you.
FSW is worse with these guys around.
Kenny King just continues to stoop to new lows. But after what he did to Bodie, could we be surprised at the actions of Kenny King? Team Championships. Introducing first, the challengers. Coming to us from Phoenix, Arizona, the team of EJ Sparks and Thugnificent, they are the Regulators. First time one-on-one opportunity or two-on-two opportunity for this dynamic tag team. Always color coordinated, Jake.
Well, that's how you know it's a real tag team.
Yeah, obviously.
Everything in sync with these two. A lot of great double team maneuvers they have in their arsenal.
They're just a fun team to watch, you know.
But it's not about fun and games tonight for the Regulators. It's about winning their first championship in FSW.
And their opponents, they are the reigning and defending FSW Tag Team Champions. They are the team of Royce Isaacs and Jarrell Nelson. They are the West Coast Wrecking Crew.
Three-time tag team champions. Most recently winning those belts at Survival of the Fittest last fall in a match, a four-way tag match that included the Unguided, Chris Bay and Ace Austin, and the Regulators. Not just the normal four-way though. Earlier in the day, the West Coast Wrecking Crew were booked elsewhere. Weren't sure they were gonna make it into town that night. The match started as a three-way, and then after those three teams went to war, Jarrell Nelson and Royce Isaacs came in, and became three-time tag team champions.
I'll tell you, since they first were here back in the day, Royce Isaacs, Jarrell Nelson, touring Japan, working for New Japan. What? Yeah, I know. Royce said it, the volume, why is it so low? Why is it so low?
Well,
Where's
Fight Plus. Oh, look at this. The Regulators haven't forgotten about Survival of the Fittest. There is bad blood here. First times these two teams' paths are crossing since then. Territory wars breaking out.
I'm telling you. Jarrell Nelson taking offense. I thought it was going to be all love and frolic and fun here tonight in this tag team championship match.
Championship matches usually aren't fun.
They had to waste the timeout, though. Lions had to waste the timeout. Now they only got two.
NFL update with Joe DeFalco.
Yeah, 34-31. Nice close game.
Tag team titles at stake here. The Regulators challenging the West Coast Wrecking Crew for the tag team titles here. The winners of this match already know their next challengers, which will be Sky High.
Yes. And we're starting things off. EJ Sparks, Royce Isaacs. Royce Isaacs, he's a veteran in this business.
New Japan Strong, a member of Team Filthy. They're not really just a West Coast wrecking crew. They've been everywhere now.
They are the 1% of the tag team wrestlers in this world.
What, did you not let them take that name elsewhere?
They chose not to use it. I was kind of offended.
But you worked through it, and they're back here at the top of the mountain at FSW.
If I bring back Tito and Che, maybe they'll be the new ones.
You should.
Because, you know, they teamed up with MK and they defeated the West Coast Wrecking Crew on their way out a few years back. So maybe we should have had it for the rights to the name.
Oh, man. Big time drop kick from Jarrell. The mayor wants everybody to wake up.
There's no doubt this should be an extremely exciting tag team matchup. Royce and Jarrell, dynamic. The Regulators. This could be their breakout moment.
Yeah, everybody in this match brings a lot to the table. They have a lot to offer when it comes to this sport. But if the West Coast Wrecking Crew keep this up, we're not going to be able to see what the Regulators have to offer, because this isn't going to last a long time.
And the tag is made, and now Jarrell Nelson in. As you will see, both teams, a lot of tags, in and out. Truly work together as a team.
You don't get as far as they have without being essentially two men who share a brain when it comes to being in the ring. Learning each other's physical movements, able to communicate without speaking. One thing they weren't able to communicate was that the Regulators made a blind tag, and he tries to take Jarrell's head off. Rolling thunder, shooting lightning.
And the Regulators trying to light it up.
I think things have been lit. What a crazily coordinated series of moves from the Regulators. Tag team specialists, Gorilla. Completely on fire. The challengers bring it to the champions.
And the West Coast Wrecking Crew, they could be in for a long night or a short one. If the Regulators keep this up, we could have new champions.
A short night in the ring, but a long night of thinking if they lose this one. I think the West Coast Wrecking Crew may have underestimated the Regulators.
You know, when they've wrestled some of the competition that they have over the last couple of years, it's easy for a team like the Regulators to slide under their radar.
Oh! And he broke the guardrails with the force. Thugnificent might be a non-factor the rest of this match. In fact, I'm fairly certain he will be a non-factor the rest of this match.
And Royce adding a little, no reason for that, but a little aggressive on the side of the West Coast Wrecking Crew tonight.
Oh, I think the West Coast Wrecking Crew knows that the way talent comes into FSW, that if they don't shut down people right away, their spots could be in jeopardy.
Look at the strength of Royce Isaacs.
Squats into a cut red suplex. Strong boy plex, I guess it's called. Well, Thugnificent's request was granted by Royce Isaacs, and I don't think he liked the outcome. Not backing down, though.
He's almost killed Thugnificent with that pounce.
Thugnificent has taken a lot of punishment from the West Coast Wrecking Crew. Even if he makes a tag to EJ Sparks, essentially EJ going to be going against two fresh opponents. And Jarrell wants Thug to get back to his feet so he can just continue this beating.
And Jarrell Nelson almost kicking Thugnificent's head off.
Driving the wind out of Thugnificent, stepping on his sternum. Leaving him an easy target for Royce. Into the corner goes Thugnificent. Royce, though, didn't see the foot come up, nor the back elbow. Thugnificent has to hit something and then get EJ in the ring. And just when we thought the tides were turning, the West Coast Wrecking Crew stays on the attack. Didn't get everything he wanted out of it, but got enough. And here comes Sparks, here comes Nelson. FSW tag team titles at stake here. I'm hyped up on cold medicine, so a lot of mistakes on my end tonight. But here we go.
And EJ Sparks taking out both Royce and Jarrell. Big knee.
Bulldog. He's gotten Jarrell Nelson isolated the same way his partner was isolated for most of the matchup here.
And EJ Sparks thought he had the victory. Jarrell Thugnificent just tagged in. I'm not sure he's ready to get back in this match.
Yeah, I don't think this is the best idea they've ever had. Oh, that combo is a great idea. Deep cover from Thugnificent, but he might want to get EJ Sparks back in.
EJ Sparks trying to get Thugnificent to finish this off.
You know, normally I'd say he's crossing the line, but the West Coast Wrecking Crew talked a lot of trash to him when he was being beaten down by them. Luck on on Jarrell Nelson's side.
I'm not sure exchanging with Royce Isaacs is the best move from Thugnificent. But so far, he's doing quite well for himself.
All it needed was one shot. Well, the regulator says this one's just about over. Ripcord into the kick. Neckbreaker. And Jarrell saves the title reign.
Ooh, that was close, Jake.
The West Coast Wrecking Crew felt their grasp on the tag team title slipping away against a team they were underestimating heading into tonight.
look at this.
Uh-oh.
There's catches him.
Deadlift. Oh, no. Things might stay where they're at, because I don't know what kind of condition Thugnificent's going to be in after that suplex.
And EJ Sparks, I'm not sure he even knows where he is.
Oh.
We've seen this many times.
Slingshot in, the diamond of all cutters. And this should do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still FSW Tag Team Champions, Royce Isaacs, Jarrell Nelson. They are the West Coast Wrecking Crew.
No official date yet, but we now know Sky High will be challenging Royce Isaacs, Jarrell Nelson for the FSW Tag Team Championship in the future. Will Sky High be able to pull off a gigantic upset against the West Coast Wrecking Crew when that match comes to fruition? No, speaking of Sky High,
the next challengers.
oh, come on! The West Coast Wrecking Crew's MO since their return to FSW at Survival of the Fittest sure is different than when they were taking on the Faction for the titles. You know, they just came out here, Sky High just came out here to let the champions know they were coming for the titles, but the champions don't want anyone stepping on their turf.
Introducing first, from Denver, Colorado, Rochelle Riveter.
I feel like she's trying not to get booed.
The sympathy, trying to get the sympathy.
Yeah.
Straight as mom. Parading her kid around.
Like one of those pageant moms.
Yes.
The only person on earth that can stand her is Maserati. And the only person that can stand Maserati is her.
And I don't even know if she can really stand it.
No, they just tolerate each other. And what's going to happen tonight? Because there can only be one winner. This match was originally scheduled for luck of the draw. And instead of this match, Viva Van unable to make it that night due to traffic.
And our second participant from Las Vegas, Nevada, the former women's champion, Maserati.
A year ago, Maserati and Viva Van had an absolute war. A year ago this weekend, an absolute war for the women's championship. Bloodshed than any other match in FSW all last year when Maserati and Viva Van stepped into the cage at No Escape 2023. And since then, Maserati's been obsessed with getting another title match.
What is wrong with these people? They're going crazy and cheering for her.
There's like 6 people cheering for her.
And our third participant from Phoenix, Arizona, Brittany Brooks.
When Viva Van wasn't able to make it a luck of the draw, Brittany Brooks bore the brunt of the beatdown from Maserati and Rochelle. Brittany was back in some revenge on New Year's Eve at Countdown to Midnight when she defeated Rochelle Riveter.
And Brittany Brooks, the only other time she had a shot was survival of the fittest. Winning the first 2 legs of a gauntlet match before facing off with Viva Van in the 3rd leg of it, where she was defeated by the champion. But tonight, both will come into this match fresh. But I think they're gonna have to be allies when this match begins.
And our final participant, she is the reigning and defending FSW Women's Champion. Let's welcome Viva Van.
Viva, by far the longest reigning women's champion in FSW history, and the only person ever to come out to a song from Loudness.
You can enforce that on other competitors, but 541 days as champ.
Wow, is that the number?
Yeah, I just double checked it.
I know you looked those things up.
August 6, 2022. Defeated Alice Blair in the finals of a one-night tournament for the title. Wasn't able to celebrate that night because one of her opponents in this match blindsided her and attacked her after she won the title, and that was Maserati. Viva Van's whole title reign has been met with challenges, but tonight might be her greatest challenge. 3 opponents tonight, all with the same goal. 2 of them big-time enemies and past challengers. One of them someone she respects, but also is looking to knock Viva off the top of the mountain.
There's such a different dynamic in this matchup with Brittany Brooks on one side, and she may be friendly with Viva Van over at the merch table, but you know, she wants that FSW Women's Championship. Maserati wants that Women's Championship. Rochelle Riveter, I guess they're kind of best friends, I guess. But what's going to happen if one of them has somebody pinned?
I don't know. I feel like Maserati and Rochelle Riveter, it's more of a mutual admiration society.
You know, what if they pull the finger point of doom?
I'll quit. I'll quit.
The finger poke of doom, made famous by Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan.
Ties and battle royals, finger pokes of doom. I'll just quit if I ever see that here.
We did have a tie in a Rumble match.
Well, that was before. Oh, wait.
EC3 and Juicy.
If I ever see it again, but there's not going to be any ties in this matchup. Viva Van defending a 541-day reign. Maserati looking to become a two-time champ. Rochelle Riveter, her fourth opportunity at the title. Tierrez from Viva Van showing off her experience from the AAA promotion in Mexico.
And after the event and luck of the draw, and she wasn't able to make it, she went on a tour of Korea, Vietnam, and Japan. So she has not been in an FSW ring in almost 4 months.
And that's the thing. With the schedule she keeps, fatigue's always a factor with Viva.
And Rochelle fires with the forearm to the chest area.
Oh, and again, Maserati, Rochelle Riveter, they can work together for most of the match until the end.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. They could punish. You know, they should punish one of the two and then leave the other one left for them to have the slim pickings. But then the question becomes, who gets the victory of those two?
Yeah, well, it's first fall wins it all. And that's why I said, while one of them was making their way to the ring, Viva and Brittany, whether they want to or not, I know there's no heat between the two, need to probably work together, at least in the early stages of this match.
And Brittany Brooks is definitely the wild card, 19 years old. She has really made a name for herself in the wrestling business over a very short time. Dreamwave champion. She's traveling all over the United States and having huge success. You know, many people feel that Brittany Brooks' time may not be that long because she may be headed and has a good chance of being signed somewhere.
Oh, look at Viva Van. Maserati, I think, just made Rochelle take the bullet for her. I don't know, maybe I misread that, but that's what I saw.
Right now, they're just working the double team action. I know Maz and Rochelle have been wrestling as a tag team as much as possible.
Yeah, total elimination variation from too much. Hey, and they've worked this match smart, teaming up.
You know, they should just kick Brittany Brooks to the side and then basically work on Viva and take her out. If I was their manager, that's what I would do, Jake.
I mean, that's not easy to do, though.
No, it definitely isn't. And then you got their egos of, as you said, who's going to win the match.
Yeah, basically they're 99% there. But there are Royce Isaacs and Jarrell Nelson away from being all the way there when it comes to the outcome of this match.
And Maz and Rochelle, they're really putting on the pressure. You know, we saw a little bit from Viva early, but Brittany Brooks has really not gotten any offensive momentum in this match at all.
No, and even with Viva, it didn't last very long before it got cut off. It's basically been, but compare this to our previous four-way match tonight, very different style we're seeing here. This has been more of a mugging.
And Rochelle driving the knees into Viva Van. But instead of finishing off Viva, they're now both going after Brittany. It could be a smart move, but I don't know. I'd focus on the champ.
Yeah, whatever you could get. I mean, neither Brittany or Viva are going to stay down long no matter what you do to them. And they tied Brittany Brooks' hair to the bottom rope.
Huh? I guess that's pretty good thinking.
And Viva Van trying to mount a comeback here against two opponents.
And Viva in big trouble as Maz and Rochelle.
Uh-oh, this spells doom usually.
And Brittany Brooks.
Such danger for everyone involved. Crash landing for the 3 on top.
And Brittany Brooks, she went for the cover on Maserati. Now she's going after Rochelle, but she's able to kick out.
Hey, she can pin anyone and win the title. And Viva Van is out of bounds while her title's at stake here. We can see an ending that doesn't even involve the champion. Brittany Brooks, who wasn't having a lot of success earlier in this match offensively, has hit her stride. Now she's targeting Rochelle Riveter. And once again, one part of too much, just let the other take the bullet. Or it was a setup, which might have been a great strategy.
Big clothesline from Viva Van. And she knows she's in a handicap match really at this point.
I mean, essentially, everyone's in a hit. Well, Brittany and Viva are essentially both in handicap matches. Oh! Spinning heel kick. Flattens one of the challengers. And the other challenger. One challenger to go.
And right now, Viva in control. Who is she going after?
Just pick somebody.
A do-si-do on the partners.
Memphis-style cannonballs. Oh, and in the corner, Viva. Electric chair position usually leads to the Ocean Cyclone, and Maserati knew that if Viva hit that, this match would have been over.
And Rochelle's head hit the top of the turnbuckle.
Eat the feet. So much going down in this matchup with the women's title on the line. Hard to keep track of. Oh no!
And
Slingshot.
Rochelle slipped onto the second rope. Viva was still able to connect. 1, 2.
Spiked Maserati, wig first. Back suplex plants Brittany Brooks, and now the champ challenger. The two standing, Riveter and Viva Van. Their issues go back before Viva Van even held the title.
And there is the issue. You know, normally the other participant wouldn't care. But since it's Maz, it's hard to believe she must really like Rochelle to even care.
It could be that, or she just wants continued backup for as long as she can in this match.
This could be it.
In theory, it should be it.
And they're kind of fighting over.
And it wasn't premonition. It was obvious, except for the two egomaniacs, that it involved what was going to happen. They held it together for about 10 minutes. What? Who was in the lead? Everyone in the building is confused.
Shoulders were down. Maserati's shoulders were down, and so were Viva's. Both shoulders were down. I counted both.
Yeah, Ed?
So what do we call that?
Okay, from the referee, both women's shoulders. Viva Van and Maserati's shoulders were down at the same time, so Brittany Brooks and Rochelle Riveter both pinned their opponents. So the official ruling, there's a no restart of the match right now. The championship has to be held up, and now we're going to have to make a decision on what we're going to do. But right now, there is no champion. Rochelle Riveter pinned, doesn't matter who you pin. Rochelle pinned Viva. Brittany pinned Maserati. There is no winner.
I mean, I get it, but Rochelle Riveter did pin the champ.
So we will have to figure all this out, and we will let you know on social media.
Well, you knew it wasn't going to end well. No one likes that decision. Did 541 days for Viva Van just disappeared because of a no contest?
Well, the fact of the matter, she was pinned. So in reality, Brittany Brooks and Rochelle now have to.
Well, I hope you learned from this. And any match involving more than two sides for a title, it should be an elimination match.
That might
Anytime there's 3 or more competitors in a title match, elimination rules. And look, the title is coming between friends. The women's championship vacated.
Why is Maz yelling? She was the one who was pinned.
Well,
Hero Lou and his partners representing the Bodega, Papo Esco and Danny Limelight.
Danny Limelight has a history of picking fights, but he decided to desecrate your property and Hammerstone's moment.
Did you see what I did?
I saw.
Did you see the artwork called me Bobby Picasso?
Poppy Picasso over here. Poppy Picasso might end up missing an ear. I think that was the guy.
That does have a ring to it, though. Papi Picasso, the Puerto Rican artist. You know, strange bedfellows, Danny Limelight, whenever the opportunity occurs to have an alliance, maybe a Jay Vidal, now it's Hero Lou in the MK Army. He wants to do whatever it takes to take out a guy like Hammerstone.
Yeah, he's not really a guy who has friends, but he figures out ways to get associates.
And their opponents, the team of Graves, Hammerstone, and FSW heavyweight champion, Shogun.
Three men who have held the FSW Heavyweight Championship. Three men who have gone to war with each other because of the FSW Heavyweight Championship. Know that they have to bond together because there is a problem tonight. And that problem is Danny Limelight, Hero Lou, and Papo Esco.
I'll tell you what, you look at that team of Hammerstone, Graves, and Shogun, there's a lot of championships there.
Oh, yeah.
Hammerstone's been the same as Graves, I guess. Heavyweight champion, Nevada state champion, tag team champion. Shogun's been a heavyweight and a tag team champion.
Cash in the Case winner, Rookie of the Year, Wrestler of the Year.
And believe it or not, Papo Esco of the Bodega, this is his first appearance in FSW.
Really? Well, he's picked a hell of a time to make his debut.
You know, Limelight makes the call. He's got a lot of backup, I guess.
Oh, we've seen it.
You know, he is a world-renowned actor, as seen by his appearance in The Brother's Son. All 5 seconds of it. It was tremendous.
Same as Sasha Banks in Star Wars. Same level of time, screen time. Well, this thing is going to be interesting. Shogun, since winning the heavyweight title, has found people joining forces to try and take him out. But whether it be the Gods of War, Hammerstone and Graves, or Chris Bay, he's got a lot of friends.
I think Papo Esco wants to show off his stuff and go after the heavyweight.
He wants to show Danny Limelight he made a wise choice of bringing him in to be his backup tonight. You said it. Danny Limelight's got his pick of the litter. Slice Boogie, Jay Vidal. Danny Limelight has his crowd worked into a frenzy.
Shogun using the jabs to start off.
Champ dodges, connects.
And Papo Esco not off to a hot start.
Well, in some ways, across the ring from Shogun right now, standing on the apron, are potentially the two men who have put the biggest target on Shogun. Two men who have made it clear they want to end his title reign.
And Papo Esco firing away after a slow start. He's been connecting with some big shots.
Yeah, I think Papo Esco is essentially just the offensive line. You got to get through him to get to the Limelight or Hero.
Wow, he picked up Shogun pretty easy, Papa Esco.
Yeah, I mean, that's not an easy task. Papa Esco at his FSW debut is here to make a difference, not Fatu style. He wants to make a difference negatively. Nobody's gonna budge. Nobody wants to give an inch. And Papo connects. And Shogun floors Papa.
Oh, and Shogun almost landed in the wrong corner for a second.
The wrong corner for some people. Shogun might be looking for that fight. He wants to try and put away Papa first before he gets to Papi and Hero.
So you got the Papo, the Papi, and who's and Hero's the what?
Hero's Lou.
You know, Hero has a very recent victory over Shogun.
Oh, Graves. Graves doesn't want any emotions out of Shogun right now. He's going to step in the ring with Hero.
I don't think you turn your back to Graves.
Good call. And look at Graves right to his famous Kata Hajime, head and arm choke. And not many people are able to break that. Hero just did something incredibly impressive before he gets mauled. It's been a long time, but these two have stepped in the ring before, but that was a way different Hero Lou. Wow, Hero.
Didn't want any part of Graves, it seems.
Neither does Papi. Papi Casso. Proud of his artwork from earlier tonight, desecrating Hammer's Wall of Fame banner, but now he doesn't want to pay the price.
Well, Limelight did beat him, so why is he so worried about getting back in the ring with him?
Do you remember how he had to beat him?
Yeah.
Well, let's look at the history now with these two. Limelight called out any of the FSW backbones. Hammer answered.
Limelight's manning up. He says, give me Hammerstone. He's ready.
They met one-on-one. Hammer was victorious. Then comes the luck of the draw. Roulette Rumble. Hammer eliminates Limelight. Referee's distracted. Limelight gets back in the ring and eliminates Hammer from behind. Tonight, it was announced Hammerstone going on the Wall of Fame, joining men like LA Knight and Chris Bay. We go to unveil it, and then we see Papi Casso's artwork.
Yes.
Desecrating Hammerstone's banner. A banner that he probably deserves more than anyone else on these walls.
And right now, big time matchup right there, Hero Lou and Hammerstone.
I believe this is the first time they have faced off in nearly 2 years.
And Hero Lou is definitely a much different man than he was 2 years ago.
And think about it, absolutely. He's a different person, a different wrestler. And look at Poppy now. Is that art? Is that his wrestling art?
It looks like Papo Esco making his second appearance into the ring. Big headbutt, but he's already made the tag to Limelight. As Hammerstone's in trouble, so Limelight wants to take advantage of that situation.
I think Papa's whole MO tonight is cause damage. Oh, look at that. Cheap shot on Shogun, cheap shot on Graves. And look at that pop-up. Paying off, bringing him in tonight. Hammerstone trying to mount a comeback here. Hammer, you see the respect coming from the fans. And here comes Graves, here comes Hero. And Graves is ready to try and run through everybody, going on a complete warpath. And Papa
takes the cheap shot from Papo Esco. And he implants Graves face first.
Yeah, he snapped down quick too. Drove Graves' head right into the mat. Oh, it's not over. If anything, Shogun winning the heavyweight title has made his issues with Hero Lou even worse.
And Hammerstone pretty frustrated sitting on the apron.
Well, to see the way that Limelight and team have been able to bend the rules and get the ref's attention at the opportune time is pissing Hammer off.
Here comes Big Papo Esco.
Turns Graves inside out with the clothesline.
And that is a big splash from Papo Esco. But Graves was still able to kick out before the 2 count. And the tag is made.
PK. Great unity out of Papo and Poppy and Pappy. I don't know. The cold meds are wearing off, Joe.
So you're saying you're not going to be here next week for Future Shock?
I don't know yet.
Next week, February 3rd, 7 p.m., Future Shock. Mariachi Montaña
Oh, they're
makes their
back.
return, Jake.
do that? Haven't people learned their lessons?
I think Limelight got a little overzealous.
Yeah, to say the least.
Do to Graves.
And Graves has got to make a tag. Limelight's got to make a tag. Partners on both sides are ready to get in there. And Danny Limelight's worst nightmare just came swinging in.
What do you mean? It's the guy he wants to bet. That's who he wants, Hammerstone, he said. You don't believe him?
I don't. Oh, look at that. Hammerstone left his back open.
And he just...
You'd be better off punching a brick wall.
And Hammerstone gets the two. Papoesco breaks it up. Limelight.
Back elbow from Hammerstone rocks Papa. Samoan drop. Oh my God.
What a clothesline from Shogun.
Uh-oh.
Once again, Limelight.
Oh no! Oh, and that's a lot of meat.
And Papoesco and Hammerstone both down, colliding from the clotheslines. It is like a car wreck out there.
All 6 men down. This is what they signed up for. It looks like a battlefield, but former partners getting to their feet at the same time.
And it is amazing that these two guys, the hatred between them now after their bond for so long.
It was a year ago this weekend where the first signs of dissension with TBD started, where they lost the tag team titles to the faction, and it's escalated into an all-out war a year later. Well, to the back go Hero and Shogun. But in the ring, Hammer and Limelight facing off. Oh, he's got him set up for the nightmare. Nope. Papa, like I said, here for a reason. Well, I don't think the original reason was to be dumped on his head, but it's what's happening. Sick kick.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners, the team of Graves, Hammerstone, and Shogun.
Well, Hammerstone gets a measure of revenge for what happened during his Wall of Fame ceremony, but the issues between Shogun and Hero certainly live on. Thank you so much for joining us here on Triller TV. For Joe DeFalco, I'm Jake Black. We will be back on February 3rd for Future Shock. For more information on upcoming events, follow FSW on social media and visit FSWVegas.com.